meditation um, at two different times today so that it could accommodate folks in different time zones. So thank you for joining me. If you're here, I have to turn on one more light. I just realized I didn't turn this one on. More light there. Okay. Um, so welcome. I'm going to wait to start for a little bit because this morning, well, it wasn't this morning, it was at noon today when I did the previous live stream, and uh, there were some problems. Like, I don't know, it didn't, for whatever reason, the algorithm didn't kick in and folks didn't know I was live. So, anyway, I'm just going to wait a minute. Thank you for being here. And if you're here, if you could just leave a little comment and let me know where you're coming from, that would be really nice. Um, and also anything you want to share. I keep hearing from people there's a lot of stress and feelings of anxiety and just feelings of, you know, kind of being overwhelmed right now. And that's understandable. You know, and I just saw that I need to close these shades. So let me do that. So anyway, lots of people are feeling stressed out. Lots of people are feeling anxious, understandably. I mean, we've been in a stressed out, anxious kind of state, fight or flight mode for 2 years, pretty much off and on, right? And actually, the feelings I was having as the news cycle started to kick in and talk about what's going on in Ukraine, it reminded me of how I felt 2 years ago when we, you know, around this time, we're hearing about this virus and what, you know, and going into lockdowns and all that. So I have no opinion. I have no opinion about the timing of these things. But I do know, and what my wheelhouse is helping people learn to regulate the nervous system. And you know, it doesn't mean that meditation is a way that you solve geopolitical problems. Of course, it isn't. You know, but it does mean that meditation is a way that we can be centered and grounded in ourselves, so that we can respond rather than react. And one of the things over the past week that I've been cognizant of is just whether I turn on YouTube or Facebook or my television, that it's just a constant onslaught of this media cycle and how difficult that is on the nervous system. You know, I'm not equating that with the difficulty of being a refugee fleeing from a war or anything like that, but it certainly is difficult to deal with the 24/7 news cycle. And I think it's really important to be informed, and at the same time, I also think it's really important to take breaks from that, you know, so that you don't have whatever 24/7 news, you know, blaring at you constantly. I think it's important to take breaks from it. That was one of the reasons I wanted to do a meditation today. Um, just so like we can kind of touch in on that deeper part of ourselves that is peaceful, that does respond, that isn't reacting constantly, and be able to give the nervous system a rest from that fight or flight stimulation, which in the long term is so toxic for us, you know. So there's on the one hand, we are all intimately connected. That is very much a part of the yoga tradition, as if we're each a cell in the body of humanity. And on the other hand, we have to take care of ourselves, you know. So there's both of those things going on at the same time, and they feed into each other. As we take care of ourselves, we can show up in better ways to help other people. So yeah, that's part of the practice, right? Part of the benefits of the practice. So the invitation is to come to a comfortable seat. Yeah, I see a few people coming on. So I wanted to talk a little bit before we started meditation, because I know, like this morning, it was hard to get the algorithm right, and a lot of people didn't even show up for until the meditation was almost over. So I thought I would just talk a little bit to start. So the invitation is to sit on a bolster or a folded blanket if you like, or you may prefer to grab a chair and sit in the chair. It doesn't matter how you're sitting. What matters is that you're comfortable. And feel the straightness of your spine. So feel that long column from root to crown getting even longer with each inhale. And that building that strength, prana shakti in the system through these practices is definitely what we are called to do as we, deal with the current crises in the world and as we work towards the expansion of consciousness for ourselves and for the planet. If you like, you can soften or close your eyes. You're welcome to follow your breath a bit in and out through your nose and just kind of tune in, notice what's been going on for you. I'm just going to fix my mic here and make sure it's not staticky because it was this morning. So, well, how have you been feeling? What's been going on for you? And how are you managing? How are you coping? How are you building resilience, surviving? So we'll start our meditation with the visualization and remembering that we are all connected. There are people here right now with you on this live stream, but also all over the planet who are good people with good intentions, who are light bearers, who want the world to be in a place of connection and empathy, compassion, who want that for the world. And there are many, many more millions or even billions of those people than there are people that are, the peddlers of darkness. There's many, many more light givers in this world. And sometimes just remembering that is such a powerful, a powerful intervention, a powerful thought that can help us shift from negativity to positivity, hope, optimism, all the things we need to move forward. Not being unrealistic, not spiritual bypassing, but using that hope as a way to move forward constructively and positively. So take a moment here and kind of tune in. There are people all over the world meditating at this moment, having positive, hopeful, optimistic outlooks at this moment. Let yourself hook into that network and feel their vibration, feel that positivity and hope and optimism. And if we visualize that each one of us is a node in our own little part of the world and we're all connected, what if we could together create vibrations of peace and send those out into the world? Next, I'm going to chant the Shanti mantra 3 times. It's just Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And I'll chant that 3 times, and you are welcome to join me. And of course, it means something like send that peace that surpasses all understanding, send that out into the universe. So let's exhale, and then breathe in deeply. On the exhale, we'll chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Again. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One more time. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You are welcome to continue chanting that mantra. And there's 3 ways to chant mantra out loud, like we just did, very softly, if you like, or silently, and just listen to the vibration internally. So you're welcome to keep chanting it, or if you have another meditation you'd prefer to do, that's just fine. As if we're sending that vibration of peace out into the universe. I'm going to be quiet for about 5 minutes, and then you'll hear my voice again. Please take a slightly deeper breath. And before we come out of the meditation, there might be somebody, particularly right now, who you know is suffering. Let's take a moment and share, as if you could share some of the fruits of your meditation with that person. There may be somebody out there who really supports you and makes you feel okay and and helps you to stay optimistic and hopeful. Take a moment to share some kindness and compassion as if you could share the fruits of your meditation with that person. And if there is a group of people anywhere in the world that you feel compassion for, take a moment to share some of that compassion with that group of people. As if you could offer them some of the fruits of your practice. And then tune in to yourself and how you feel after just a short meditation. If you're struggling personally or you've had some moments of struggle today or recently, take a moment and feel that self compassion. Turn that towards yourself. If you like, you can bring your palms together at your heart. Together, let's take an Om, just one Om, sending that vibration of peace out into the universe. So release your breath and then breathe in deeply. May everybody be peaceful and free. May everyone be healthy. May everyone see the bright side of everything. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks so much for meditating with me today. It's a practice we can come back to again and again and go. It's like going back to the well and drinking from the well and finding your higher self, and connecting with that part of yourself that's eternal and that's fearless and that is hopeful and um, just anything is possible. That's the part of ourselves we can connect to. So yeah, I just want to say again that meditation is no substitute for diplomacy and taking right action in the world. It's actually the way that we can show up in a more authentic, truthful, powerful way when we need to deal with difficult situations. So it's not about spiritual bypassing. It's about shoring up our inner resources and being able to share that with the world. And then being able to deal with what we need to deal with. No mud, no lotus, So the lotus grows from the struggle. It's kind of a quintessentially tantric perspective that the lotus grows from the struggle. The flower blooms because of the work that we do. So I hope this has been just a little bit of a reprieve, and feel free to keep meditating as long as you like. And, why not meditate every day for a few minutes and send it out, send those peaceful vibrations out into the world. Thank you so much for being here. I'd love it if you'd leave a comment. This weekend, I will be teaching live for the first time in 2 years at YogaCon, which is the Quad City Yoga Conference, Quad City Foundation Yoga Conference in Iowa. If you happen to be in the area, drop by. Love to see you. Take really good care. I'll see you again soon.